few weeks ago, I had the pleasure in interviewing a soprano called Nadia Eide. And of course, she is an independent official #1 chart-topping classical crossover soprano. Originally from the icy north of Norway and Sweden, her voice has taken her to every continent in the world, including Antarctica. She starred in leading roles in musical theatre, opera and concert shows to critical acclaim before turning her attention to the music industry. She is based in the UK and performs her solo concerts worldwide. I was very fortunate to catch up with her last week, and of course I hope you enjoy this interview. I'm joined with Nadia Eide. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm absolutely fine. I know we spoke briefly before we started recording about the lockdown and everything and how it's affecting us. And it's quite difficult, isn't it, to try and organise things?
Yeah, definitely. I think just with concerts, with, scheduling, things I had planned that I have to rework, you kind of have a setup of the year ahead of you, and then suddenly something like this happens, and it completely just changes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Nadia, you're Swedish, Norwegian, and you have studied classically from a young age. I mean, how old were you when you started to study classical music?
I probably started singing lessons around the age of 12, and I remember my first lessons, I was so shy growing up. I could always sing a little. My mum and dad met in a rock band in the 70s.
Wow.
And my dad very much was still the entertainer when I was growing up. So I'm one of 8 children, so my older siblings didn't have anything to do with music, but I think it kind of rubbed off on me.
Yeah.
But I just remember being so shy, and my mum put me into singing lessons and drama lessons when I was 12.
Wow.
And then I just completely fell in love with it, and it helped me really come out of my shell, I think. So I could kind of do something that, made me feel like, that could have more confidence and things like that. It's so funny.
Yeah, so you studied at the Guildhall School of Acting, didn't you? Is that something that you thought you were going to go into rather than performing as a musical artist?
Well, yeah, so I started actually doing, I was a gymnast for many years and was a dancer before I started singing in the drama. So when I was about 16, I kind of thought I want to do this full time, and I knew it was going to be a tough industry and everything like that. But I didn't want to necessarily give up the dancing and that kind of side of it.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not combine everything? So that's why I kind of discovered musical theatre around that age.
Yeah.
And that's kind of primarily what I thought I wanted to get into. So that's what I studied after studying music and things. So I did a degree in musical theatre.
Yeah, and of course
then did that for many years.
Yeah, and of course you played various theatre and operatic roles, didn't you? Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, did you do that for long?
Obviously that's what I trained to do, was to be an actress and to do shows and things. I think as a classical soprano, it's a lot harder for our kind of style these days. I think there are a lot of shows that are very kind of jukebox musicals and pop musicals that are fantastic, but it's not really the style that I would necessarily be singing.
Yeah.
I remember at drama school we get taught to belt and sing all these different styles, and I put my heart and soul into everything, but I think if you've got one kind of thing you're good at, you kind of are good at that one thing. And for me, it was I always had more of a love for the classical roles and the operettas and things, and like Gilbert and Sullivan operettas. I kind of fell into doing a few years ago, and just really felt at ease, like this is where my voice is, this is where it belongs, rather than trying to make my voice fit a certain thing.
I understand.
At the start with musical theatre was very much like that. I was trying to make my voice sound a certain way because you need to look and sound a certain type to play certain roles. Yeah, so I kind of felt like it was boxing me in too much.
Yeah.
So I started doing, my dad always told me I should go and be a singer. And always tried to get me up on a stage singing, and I was like, no, I want to be an actress, and I was so stuck and so blinkered in that. But I think when, like a few years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I just started doing more concerts as a way of not having to work in, have a normal, regular kind of temp job on the side. I mean, I did everything, I was a bartender, I was a waitress, I did all those jobs. And I started thinking, I just missed singing so much. I remember standing in shops and just going over songs in my head, and and I just thought, this is silly. I need to actually be doing this. Yeah. And if I can sing in between auditions, then that's great. And then slowly, the music just took over, and I just started really loving being on stage, doing my own thing. Yeah. And I think as I get older, it's so much more enjoyable, where you can take a piece of music, arrange it yourself, put a show together yourself, and not have someone telling you necessarily what to do all the time, and having to fit into someone else's vision. I think it's so fantastic to be able to create something yourself. Absolutely. And especially when you get good feedback and people are touched by what you do. I think that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing I say in my concerts is I love singing to people who really, if there's a song they particularly enjoy or they feel emotional or something, it evokes some kind of memory. Yeah. I just love that. I think that's why I want to do it, Well, I have an album that I sell at my concerts, and right now I'm working on a full kind of solo album. It's like my second album. I'm putting a lot more money and time into it, and it's going to be something that is a lot bigger, so I can put it onto streaming websites and things like that as well, to take it a bit away. I always like to work through things, find things that work, what people like, and then kind of, a lot of what I do is I love picking songs that people know or have some kind of association with, and maybe doing something different with them. Okay. So it's all about, creating some kind of familiarity with my music, and also kind of bringing something new to the table. Yeah. I think there are a lot of sopranos who, in this industry, there are a lot of solo sopranos. So it's all about kind of making your own mark and creating something that's true to you, rather than just doing something that everybody does.
Yeah. I mean, I know people have YouTube and stuff. I mean, I've been on YouTube and watched a couple of your videos and things. But I mean, is this album, the EP that you've done, is that, that you've said that you're going to sell it in concerts and things, but will that be available for people to buy online from your website?
Already. Yeah, the album I made it last year, and that I've been selling all over. So it's been, you can order it through my website.
Great, that's great.
And also my Facebook page. It's very easy. So there's that, and then I will hopefully be releasing an album onto streaming websites later this year. It depends on how this whole crazy lockdown is going. As soon as I can get to a studio. But and I have one song already that's out that actually went to number 1.
Oh, fantastic.
Because my twin brother suffered from a rare form of lupus disease, which is kind of an immune disorder. Yeah. And in order to kind of raise funds for him, I created this song. It's actually a cover of an Andrea Bocelli song, the one they did for the Nutcracker movie.
Oh, right, okay.
Sang with a song. Yeah. So I did my own version of that, my own arrangement, and released that. It was just this year. It was in January.
Oh, right, okay.
And then it got enough streams to go to number 1, which is crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that was fantastic and good news. So we managed to raise a bit of money for my brother, and so that's fantastic.
So, I mean, obviously, you touched before that you would be looking at doing another album in the future. How do you decide on what music you put on the album? Like your tracks, what tracks you're going to sing? Do you do any original tracks, or is it mostly covers?
I love just researching music, I can sit and listen for hours on end. So whenever I'm off doing a concert tour, I'm already listening to the next songs I can add. You know, whenever I do a concert, you know, sometimes you meet audience members who say, oh, you should sing this or that. And I love that, because that's, when I put a show together, it's for the audience. It's not for necessarily me. And sometimes it's nice to kind of put a song in that's a little bit more unknown or something like this, you know. But ultimately, the shows are for the audience, and it's to create an experience, you know. So I really love that part of it, is choosing music. A lot of what I've added, for example, in this new album, are a lot of songs you wouldn't necessarily consider classical songs. I love putting arias in, because I think, you know, there's a nod to kind of my background as an opera singer and things, but so I do like putting a few of them in. Also, I think it's nicer to add those and then kind of jazz them up a little bit. To make them a little bit more exciting and accessible, because a lot of these arias, people, you know, people say, oh, I didn't know I was into classical music or opera until I saw your show, and then now, you know, you completely changed my mind about it. So that's what I love. It's like taking something and making it more accessible, making it more popular. But so the music I've chosen for this next album. So the first one was more very, very much popular things like Time to Say Goodbye and Habanera and Summertime and, you know, Evanescence. Like there was lots of different stuff, which I've sung for years and years and years. So it was kind of more of like a souvenir album, whereas this album is going to be a little bit more pushing the boat out a little bit, and taking, it's kind of all the songs I've always wanted to do, you know, but also being a bit more brave with the choices. So some pop songs, you know, that I've completely changed that you wouldn't even recognise because they're completely...
Sounds amazing, actually. That's what I love, you know. That's the beauty of classical crossover, isn't it? It's that, that's, you know, that bridge between the more modern and more traditional classical. And I like that. And I think that type of genre is growing more and more. And it's appealing to a younger audience as well now. Which is incredible, really.
Yeah.
So that album will be fantastic.
This is the kind of stuff that got me into music. It was listening to Sarah Brightman when I was, you know, in my early teens. Like, I would just love it. I thought, you know, she's incredible. And that's kind of the stuff that, you know, I think you're right. It's hopefully becoming more popular. People like Bocelli and who are Josh Groban, who are making it a lot more popular. I know there's so many male vocalists who listen to these two, really got inspired, and I think it's really important to keep, you know, pouring into it, because someone once said, I had a conversation, we were saying, you know, in the classical crossover genre, there's no one, to answer your question about original music, there's no one really writing new material. You know, I mean, you've got the big stars like Katherine Jenkins and things, so she does a lot of covers, but there are very rarely artists that are writing new materials for this genre. So I would really love to one day be able to do something like that and create a new kind of Time to Say Goodbye or something like this that becomes a popular song.
Absolutely.
You know, and it is that style of like mixing modern twist to classical vocals. I think it's so inspiring, and I love the whole side of that.
I totally agree with you. But I shall look forward to hearing all about your new album as well, and you need to keep us posted when that's going to be due to be released.
Yeah, so I've finished all the tracks. Luckily, I managed to do all of that with my arranger, and I was just about to go into the studio when all this lockdown happened. So I've had to push it forward a bit, but you know, it's fine. I'm hoping towards the end of the year, I'll be able to give you more information. But yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Fantastic, wonderful. Well, listen, it's been absolutely amazing talking to you, and I can't wait to share your music with the listeners as well. And of course, I will be playing a couple of your tracks on this evening's show. Oh, thank you so much.